Yes, so good evening, everyone. We are back with the Paper One live again on Wednesday. Like all Wednesdays, we have Paper One YouTube live sessions and all. So this is, I think, the 20th sessions what we have. Like we have started from February and like it is so continuing on all Wednesday. Welcome back, everyone. Like YouTube babies are joining, and here is with me Shyam. Like Shyam, our YouTube babies are joining only. Like when they come, I will introduce you once again. Okay.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening, good evening. So like they are joining only at 9 sharp 9. They will be here to be with us for the paper one practice.
Thank you,
So
sir.
as you know, it's like paper one is so much important. Yeah, our YouTube guys are joining. Okay, it's some 23. They are joining. They are on the the process of joining. Paper one is so much important these days. Like actually, it's so important in the case of net. And like that is why we thought of conducting every week one paper, one classes on different topics. As we have 10 topics, we will conduct different aspects related with the 10 topics, 10 units. So we have almost covered all the topics, I think. And guys, one thing, it's in the next week, we will be having like one more week we have before the exam. Like after the next week, we have the exam, what we have, like the offline exam, what we have. So before that, in the next week, we will have a session on current updates, like YouTube live on current updates on paper one. So from all the sessions like teaching aptitude, higher education, research aptitude, and people development environment, if like any current affairs being happened throughout the 1 year, so we'll cover that also. So next week, be ready with that. We'll cover the current updates part. Yeah, our YouTube babies have joined. It's like Shyam is with me. Shyam Mohan, he's one of our offline student at Bharat. Hello, welcome, Shyam.
Good evening,
You know
sir.
one thing, like our YouTube guys, Shyam cleared net in the last phase, like in the December call net, he cleared the net, and now he's preparing for the JRF one. Very hardworking guy he is. Welcome, Shyam. Welcome.
Hello, good evening, everyone.
Yes,
Thank you,
yes,
sir. Thank you for inviting me to this session.
yes, sure. So, Shyam, can we start the session now?
Yeah, sure, sir. Sure.
Yes. So we have I'll share my screen. It's like what we have the 20th online quiz series. What we have, it's research aptitude. It's it's like an important topic in the paper one part. It's research aptitude. What we are. So we'll quickly go with the questions. Like explanations will be very less because like you need more questions. Okay. So within this 30 minutes, like we'll cover the maximum questions what we have. So the first question, we are going to the first question. Shyam, are you ready?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sure.
Yes. So the first question, which step in the research process involves gathering information from various sources such as surveys, interviews, and observations? Okay. Which step in the research process? And the first one is hypothesis formation, data collection, literature review, and data analysis. Yeah. Now, like they will chat on the chat box and like we can have the discussion, Shyam. I think the chat box is all with the fans of Shyam. I think they are telling that they are with the the fans of Shyam is there. Okay. And yeah, they have, I think
Yeah,
you have studied the
pulse
research
of one,
methodology in, yes, Shyam?
pulse of a well student.
Yeah, yeah. All Mala students are also our fans, right? So, like, you have studied the research methodology on the MA literature. Like, you have it for the post graduation also, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. So, what do you think, Sham? It's like most apt option. What do you have? Like,
Here, gathering information is definitely a code here. So I
ah,
think it's B, data collection.
data collection you will go for. Okay. Hypothesis formation definitely it won't be there because like
No,
you want
it's
to
not
form
there.
a statement regarding the variables. Literature reviews like you are reviewing the works done already done by the others. Data analysis is actually you are not gathering the data. Like, after getting the data, you are analyzing. Yes, analyzing it. All our YouTube babies are also answering it as B. The correct option is B only. Good. So we will go for the next question. Shyam, can you read the question for me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Question 2. Which type of research design involves observing and recording without manipulating variables? Which
Yeah.
type of research design
Yeah.
involves observing and recording without manipulating variables? Here,
Yes.
option one, experimental research.
Yes.
Option B, quasi-experimental research.
Yes.
C, observational research. And
Yes.
D, correlational research.
Yeah. And like experimental and quasi-experimental, it's like experimental is purely experimental. What you have, quasi means it's actually it's almost experimental, but not that. It's
Hmm.
almost experimental. What do you mean? It's almost experimental. And
Hmm.
like in experimental, we manipulate the variables. Actually, we manipulate the independent variable and like we calculate the effect or we analyze the effect on the dependent variable. Correlation research also it happens like so. I think it's like what do you go for the option, Shyam? Like when do you think
Sir, I
so?
also think it's option C because correlation
Observation, like
also the variables will get affected.
yes, yes,
Only
like you
without
are relating with
manipulation.
the variables, right?
Yeah, sure, sir. So option
So
C, sir.
so we will go for C. I think we have all C's in our YouTube chats also. So it's C. We'll go with C. The answer is observational research. It's correct. So we'll have the third question now. I'll read the question. Which type of research encourages participants' perspective? Ethnographic research, historical research, exegetic research, experimental research. Okay. So, like, what is ethnographic, historical? Historical, that means you're studying about all historical, the past things in the field, like you are studying about. Exegetic, what do you like? Have you heard about exegetic, Sham? Like, have you had an idea of like what do you mean by exegetic?
No, sir. Here, exegetic and ethnographic, I'm confused.
Yeah, confused. Okay, fine. Exegetic, it's actually explained on or exploratory. Like you're
Uh-huh.
explaining the things. That's all. It's a different word for explaining or like that thing. Okay. Experimental research, we are experimenting like we will have two variables and we will manipulate it. And according to the participants' perspective, mostly I think it is like ethnographic, right? It's like studying about the culture and all, or the behavior or the perspective of the participant only. So we'll go with the option A. That's ethnographic research. That is the answer. Okay. So some answers from like YouTube is like D, A, D, it's D. When it's in the participants' perspective, it's not experimental, it's ethnographic. Right? We'll
And
go to question four.
ethnography is generally people, sir. It's people and
Yes.
culture, right? Studying people
Yes,
and
people and
culture.
culture. It is
Clearly.
related. The research which is related with the people and culture. I told you, like culture. When you study about the
Hmm.
culture, people and all, it's like ethnographic. So obviously it will be ethnographic. The answer. Okay. Like, can you read the question number four, Shyam?
Yes, sir. Question four. The critical difference between experimental and ex post facto research lies in terms of
Hmm.
option A, selection of sample. Option B, causal connection between two variables. Option
Hmm.
C, use of research tools.
Hmm.
Option D, control and manipulation of independent variable.
Yes. So just now I told you like what is happening in experimental research, like
Mhm.
in which variable we will manipulate or like which thing we will analyze or which thing we will evaluate within the experimental research. So if you got that thing, you will get easily the answer like experimental research. Like all this like selection of sample obviously will be there for every research,
You
right?
know,
Yeah. Then use of research tools also will be there. Yeah, and B and D, what we have a confusing options. What we
yeah,
have, like
yes, sir.
Shia, what do you think?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I also am confused because ex post facto is like studying cause and effect.
Yes, yes.
So, is it B, sir?
B. Okay, causal connection between two variables. Okay, you'll go with B. Let me check the answer. Like our answer, all the answers are, I think it is D. They are going with D.
B.
It's
Okay.
only D. That is the control and manipulation of independent variable. Okay,
Oh.
as you told, it's like cause and effect also comes in experiment. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So there is no difference between them. So it is also there in the experiment. And the manipulation and control, like in something, in the experimental research, we have a control variable. In the ex post facto, we don't have a controlled variable. Like we studied like a variable, we have control variable. Like we'll keep that thing in this as a constant. Okay. That we have only in the experimental research. That is the critical difference between the experimental and ex post facto. Okay. That's it. We'll go with the next question, 5. So it's a long question, Shyam. Question number 5, statement 1. Qualitative research lays emphasis on contextual understanding. Okay. Statement 2. Quantitative research is typically highly unstructured. Okay. So what do you think the most appropriate one? Like it's statement 1 and 2 are correct, statement 1 and 2 are incorrect, or 1 is correct, 2 is incorrect, and 1 is incorrect, 2 is incorrect. That are the options.
Statement one is definitely true because it's there is a
Yeah.
contextual understanding regarding qualitative research,
Yes.
but
Yes. You have a
qualitative
contextual
research.
understanding in qualitative research. Like it's a rich in description.
Hmm, yes, sir.
And
But
what do you have for quantitative?
quantitative
Like, do you think
is
any
highly
research
unstructured.
be unstructured? Like,
I don't think, sir. Quantitative research is not unstructured.
yeah, unstructured. Like, obviously,
Terms,
like we have data analysis and statistical methods used in quantitative research. And I think it's obviously a structured one. It's not highly unstructured. So I think we will go with the option C.
option
And our
C,
YouTube
definitely
babies are
option
also
C.
going with option C, I think. Some D's are coming, some C's are coming, and we'll look for it. Yeah, it is C only. We'll have the correct answer. That is C. That's good. We'll go to the next question. That's a question for you, Sham. You can read it.
Hmm. Which of the following is not a characteristics of a well-structured thesis statement? Not a
Yeah,
characteristic of a
not
well-structured.
a one. That thing is written in the capital letters because not there
Ah,
is a keyword. Not.
we
Okay.
often miss this note.
Yes, that's it. That's it. Like you know about thesis statement, then you will suddenly go with the options, and then you will be confused. So read the questions once or twice, then go with the options. Okay,
Yes,
your
sir.
options.
And the options are option A, it is concise and specific. Option
Yes.
B, it presents the main argument of the paper. And
Hmm.
option C, it contains statistical data.
Hmm.
And D, it is placed at the end of the introduction.
Yeah. Option D, I think you can eliminate.
Eliminate. Yeah.
Yeah, because like it is placed at the end of the introduction. Okay, fine. Thesis statement. What do you have?
It
Presence
is
main
also
argument.
concise and specific.
Yeah,
Definitely, it's
correct.
concise and
Correct.
specific.
Yeah, presence main argument of the paper is also correct, right?
Yeah, it is also right.
Like you don't have a statistical data in the like thesis statement what we have. So like I think like we'll go to option C, right?
Option C.
So all the options like C is coming like it contains statistical data is the answer. Like it's not a characteristics what we have. Okay, that's good. So all the answers are also like C we have. And with reference, which referencing style uses numerical citations within square brackets? Okay, like we have a like what a square like numerical like citations what we have in research,
Hmm.
and or like with which reference style we have like MLA style, APS style, and all we have. So like which is the one which uses the numerical citations within square brackets? Is it Harvard, MLA, or Chicago, or Vancouver? Like it's somewhat like if you want to know this, we want to know about the all four.
Hmm.
Sham, will you go for a like a just a guess or like anything with that?
Sir, I'm not sure with this, but
Yeah,
definitely not MLA and Chicago.
yeah.
So can I
It's
go with
like MLA
one
and Chicago.
core?
I think it's they are not
Option
using
D.
the yeah. Vancouver and Harvard. There's a doubt. Okay, so I
Yeah.
think your YouTube babies are also answering like B. Then D. Some D's are coming. Okay, then we'll go with D. Some D's are coming. Yeah, that's Vancouver only. That's the right answer that we have. Yes. So that is Vancouver, which uses numerical citations within square brackets. Okay. So remember that. And the next one, you can read it.
Which ICT tool is commonly used for organizing and analyzing data in research?
Yeah.
And option A, Microsoft Word.
Mhm.
Option B, Adobe Photoshop. Option C, SPSS or
Yeah.
statistical package for the social
Science.
sciences.
Yeah.
And option D, Google Chrome.
Yeah. I think you'll think that like B and D options are made by me, right? Obviously, it's not Microsoft Word, but like if it is like Microsoft Excel, what we have,
Huh.
like will have a like a confusion with that. And
Hmm.
it's an ICT tool only. Like if it is an Excel, Microsoft Excel, if it is was there, okay. Like consider that A was Microsoft Excel. So
Hmm.
like will be your option will with A or C? Like what do you have? Like obviously you know that B won't work out. What
Hmm.
we use Photoshop for just image editing and all.
Hmm.
And Google Chrome it's just a
It
search
is
engine
not
what we have.
possible for organizing and analyzing.
Yeah, it's just
Definitely
for
not.
search engine and all. Like
Yes,
obviously the
sir.
answer like SPSS what we have.
Hmm.
Statistical package for the social science what we have SPSS. And like if it was Microsoft Excel, uh,
Hmm.
or then also you will go with SPSS because like it's told that it's an ICT tool. like maybe it's like a software like what you have for Excel, and organizing and analyzing data. The apt one will be SPSS. Okay. Now the apt one will be SPSS. Now we have like we don't have a confusion with Excel and SPSS.
Mhm.
We have SP like statistical package for the social sciences. Like in the
Sciences.
case of analysis of data. Okay, in the case of analysis of data. So we have the answer C, the correct one. We'll go with the next question. It's 9. Which among the following is directly related to action research? Okay,
Mhm.
longitudinal research, research with socio-economic objective, research initiated to solve an immediate problem, and applied research. Okay, like option D, whenever you see option D, I think it's can eliminate that option D, right, Shyam?
Yes, sir. Option D, we can eliminate. Eliminate.
Yes. Is
And
it a longitudinal research? Like longitudinal research means like it follow up like a linear method, or like what? Is it like that? Like it follows or parallel methods? Any parallel methods? Do you think that?
no,
Like
it's
have an
not
idea of
longitudinal, I
action
think.
research, right, Shyam? Like can you share that if you have an idea of action research?
It's
If you
a
have.
right. I think it's definitely option C because it always focus on an immediate problem. It comes
Yes.
up with a solution to an immediate
Yes.
problem. So
Yeah, exactly.
it's definitely
Exactly.
option C, right?
Yeah, what practical problems like we have solutions for practical problems like if it is like that, we'll have applied research.
Hmm.
But if it is an immediate problem or like immediate research initiated to solve an immediate problem, obviously it will be an action research. So option C will be the correct answer. Like all our YouTube babies are going with the option C. That's definitely correct. It's option C only. Research initiated to solve an immediate problem. Correct. So, Shyam, you have the 10th question.
Yes, sir. The 10th question. If a researcher conducts a research on finding out which administrative style contributes more to institutional effectiveness. This once again, if a researcher conducts a research on finding out which administrative style contributes more to institutional effectiveness.
Hmm.
This will be an example of option
Yeah.
A, basic research,
Yeah.
option B, action research,
Yeah.
option C, experimental research, and
Yeah.
option D, applied research.
Yes. So obviously, like what two options can you eliminate from this? Like by seeing this, Shyam, which all options you will eliminate?
Sir, it won't be basic research, right?
Correct. Correct.
It's not a
Good.
basic
Good.
research.
Good. Good elimination. That is like basic. It won't be basic research because like the researcher is conducting, finding out something, like finding out some solutions. So obviously
Uh-huh.
it won't be basic research, and also like we can eliminate C, experimental
Experimental
research also,
research.
because like in experimental research it is cause and effect relationship what we have, like
Huh.
independent variable, like we manipulate independent and we affect the analysis, the effect of independent variable in the independent variable, and we have action and applied. Just now we discussed what is action. Okay.
Yeah.
That's I told you, like action is for a solution to the immediate problem what we have, and applied is for the practical solutions of a problem. Okay, like
Hmm.
do you think this is a practical problem? It's a practical problem, right? Like we
Yes.
have a the researcher wants to find which administrative style like contributes more. So obviously it's like a like what we have a practical problem, a solution to a practical problem. The answer is applied
Applied
research.
research.
See, like we have the options, like all the answers are coming like B, and I think actually like they had a confusion with this B and
Mm-hmm.
D. Like action, guys, whenever you have action research, remember that that's a solution for an immediate problem what you have. And you know one thing, action research, the cycle is like the process is cycled. Like you will plan, like you will find the effectiveness. If it is not satisfied, you will again replan, react, and re-implement. Like the cycle will go. If the action research, like if I want to teach in a definite strategy to make my class interesting, and if I make that, and if it is not interesting, then I will change my strategy and check my effectiveness. So that
Mm.
cycle goes on in action research. But in applied research, like it's only the relation, like only the solution to the practical problems what we have. So that is the explanation. It's like so the answer was D, and we'll go to the next question. Question number 11. A major advantage of snowball sampling method is that it helps the research to focus only on people in an area, migrants, people of particular interest, and long-standing residents. Okay, like snowball sampling. Shyam, do you have an idea about some snowball sampling?
There is snowball sampling, as we can say, it's like people take more people along with the journey. As a snowball, when it's rolled,
Yeah,
it takes more people along with.
exactly. The
That is
same
what I
example, I
understand.
remember the same example you told me when I taught the snowball sampling. Like, I didn't know what is a snowball. Like you told, like this is the things we used to play. Like they catch all the things along their way. Like they take their people along their way, right? So that's it. That's it. What we have. So like what do you like snowball means like actually when we talk about the research like if you want to study about a particular person like if you know only one person like that person will connect to other one. It's
Hmm.
like a connection. It goes on like that. So from these, like what you can observe, like what will be the more apt option here?
I think it's people of particular interest, sir. So
People
to
of
think.
particular interest, like obviously people of particular interest, what we'll have because like in snowboard slamming, like I told you, like it will connect one people to another one, and all. Like
Mhm.
when I taught, there was an example, like it was a quite interesting example. Like you are studying, you're coming to a city and you're studying about a lovers or couples in that city, and where you're very new to that city. Okay, like you know one couple in that or one lovers in that, and they will connect the other couples. Okay, like that couple will connect you to other couple, and then they will connect like that. You will create the sample. That is what you mean by snowball sampling. So I think that's people of particular interest what we have. The option C, everyone is like, it's a option C. They are going with our YouTube babies are also answering. They are very well like interested in research aptitude and they are answering it. Thank you guys. Thank you for showing the interest and all. Like this video if you if you have utilized from that. So question number 12, it's for you, Shyam. You can read it.
Which one of the following research procedures will figure under post-positivistic approach?
Yeah,
Post-positivistic approach.
yeah, correct.
Option A, normative survey. Option B, experimental study.
Hmm.
Option C, ethnographic study.
Hmm.
Option D, ex post facto study.
Yeah. Normative, experimental, ethnographic, and exposed factor study. Like what do you think of positivistic? Sham, anything like you have an idea?
Sir, is it something happened after a calamity or something? Like,
Ah,
not a
yes, it's
calamity?
actually these type of researchers they believe in like the after the research also like there is an action like there is a real thing like that and they can experience that and or like they have
Uh-huh.
an action on that. Okay, they like these approaches or those who believe this in these approaches like they have a these kind of like in the research it is true in nature and it's like they have an action after that and all like they need to find out like the real ones and all. So it's like we have normative survey, experimental study, like we will have a confusion with ethnographic and expose factor.
Mhm.
Okay, experimental, it's not actually like it's not like we are coming to the real life situations or not. Maybe like not a real life situations what we have. We can take any some variables like regarding with the some other thing, and like we can take experiments and study. But ethnographic and expose factor it's more related with the real life thing. And I think our YouTube babies are also answering it as D. And what do you think, Sham? It's some are
I
answering it
think
as
it's
C.
positivism is generally associated with people, I think.
Yeah,
When
exactly. So then
it
you go
connects
with
with people, then ethnography is
uh,
what we
you will
just
go with
now we
ethnography.
read
Okay.
a question like that, sir. So
Okay. Then we look the answer like it's obviously C. As Sham said, the connection, like the keyword connection was good. It's ethnographic study only. So the research procedures which figure under the post positivistic approaches, ethnographic study. Yeah. Don't get the confusion with the D and C. So we'll go to the next question. Identify the sequence of following steps in mail surveys. Okay, like we have mail surveys, like we'll share the link and we'll have a like surveys over that. The first, like we you should choose the correct sequence. First one is constructing a questionnaire, mail the questionnaire, prepare a cover letter, monitor the return rate of mail, select a sample. Okay, like what do you have? Shyam, like what will be the first step? Obviously, like
Selecting a sample will be first step, I
yeah,
think.
selecting a sample will be the first step. So what all options have 5 as the first option?
B and D, we have 5 as the first
P and
option.
D. So obviously you can eliminate A and C from that, directly
Hmm.
eliminate. So
Yeah.
then next check, it is 5, 4 or 5, 1.
Yeah.
What is
Option B says it's 4, but monitor the return rate of mail. It's not, I don't think it will come first.
yeah, it won't come because like monitor the return rate will
After
come
selecting sample,
at
it
as
will
the
will
yeah
be
at
monitored.
the end of the thing. So next obviously it will be constructing a questionnaire, right?
Yeah. Hmm.
So that we will go with the
So I
option
think
D. Like
option
this is how
B,
like
sir.
we yeah, we don't want to go with the every option, like every sequence. It should not be like we don't do that.
Ah,
Like option elimination we will do for these questions and all. Basically, like for the match the following questions and sequence arrangement questions, you eliminate options and like arrive at the correct option.
hmm.
So it's like 5, 1, 3, 2, 4. We are saying it's like right only. Everyone in the chat also they are saying said that it's D. Okay, it's good.
Sir, if first option and last option is correct, we have that option means let's stop finding more. It's like
Yeah,
saving time.
yeah. Exactly. Can save time because like actually you have a pen and paper mode exam. Obviously, the question will be bigger. Like you take time for bubbling and all. So like if you do like this, you can save time also. Correct, Shyam. Like you have said a correct one. It's question number 14. What we have? Can you read the question, Shyam?
Yes, sir. Quantitative method come under the philosophy of
Ah,
constructivism, interpretivism,
yeah,
positivism, and
yeah.
symbolism.
Yes. Quantitative method
Quantitative.
come under the philosophy of like I told you like about the positivism part. Like we will analyze it and we will have a real analyzing of the things like in the positivism part like what you have. So a constructivism, interpretivism, symbolism, like it's all go for like it's not only it's not under the philosophy of quantitative method. I'll directly go to the answer. It's like what we have is positivism only.
Hmm.
Quantitative method comes under the philosophy of positivism. What we have. Okay. So Shyam, we are going to the last question for today. It's question number 15. Uh, we have a we have a little like a lengthy question. What we have. Which of the following are sources of data in historical research? The first one it is personal observation, focused group discussion, oral testimony, relics, and actuaries. Okay.
Actually.
So what all we have in historical research? Okay. Like what do you mean? What do you mean by historical research? Like you are studying already, like you're studying the things which has happened already in the past, right?
Hmm.
So like maybe that has been written by someone or like it has happened in the history. So that is what you mean by historical research. So when you like when you have the sources of data in historical research, what all things you will? Is it group discussion, Shyam?
I don't think, sir, group
No,
discussion.
because
Actually,
like
historical
if you're discussing
research,
in the group, how we can get data from like historical research? Do
think
you think if
we
it is
need
personal
somebody to
observation?
rely on. Definitely
Yeah.
rely on a genuine source.
Yes, exactly. Like, do you think it is personal observation?
Personal observation, no, it won't come under.
No, it won't come under. Okay. Oral testimony, like oral testimony means they are like we are asking to someone like those who like already were there in that historical like event or what. That will, I think, that will take relics. You already know the relics one.
Relics, definitely relics will come.
Yeah, the like the archaeology things like what we have the remains of the
Ancient
things. Actuaries
specimens,
also, I
everything
think,
comes under relics.
actuaries also it will be there, right? So I think A, B, C is not like A, B. Those options with A and B, we can eliminate, right?
Yes, sir, I too did the same. I
Yeah,
eliminated the options. We have A, B, A and B.
yeah.
So
So A, B, C will
option
be
A and
eliminated.
B won't come. And C
Yeah.
also.
Yeah, so we'll go with the option D, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, that is the
I
correct
think it's
answer. That is
option D.
CDE. We'll have oral testimony, relics, and actuaries for the sources of data in the historical research part. Okay, that's it. And that was the last question of our YouTube live session of today. This was the 20th one. Uh, Shyam, thank you so much for being with us. Like it was a nice session with you. And
Thank you, sir.
YouTube babies also enjoyed. They were like really actively participating in the online series and like in the live session. So like study well, and you have like just 13 days more for the exam. Study well. This is a crucial time for you, everyone. study well paper one, like focus on the paper one and like try out the OMR like OMR practicing and all, because like this time you have an offline exam, try out the OMR paper like bubbling part, practice it, then it will be easy. Sham, thank you once again. We'll wind up. Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Thank you,